My name is Dan Meneley. I'm a nuclear engineer in Ontario, Canada. And I'd like to speak to you today in a way to simplify nuclear engineering, to simplify the process. I'd like to talk about nuclear versus coal, not to make an invidious comparison, but to talk about something that you must find familiar, the burning of coal. And I'll compare that with nuclear production to see that they are really very similar. Nuclear power plants, they all come in very large concrete buildings and nobody can see inside them. And they look very mysterious, but they're not. Most people understand how an ordinary power plant works. It burns coal or oil or natural gas and produces useful electricity. People mine the coal, ship it to the power plant, and prepare the coal for burning. It's then added into a firebox in just the same way as you might burn it in your fireplace. The firebox is just bigger. Air is blown into this firebox, coal is burned, and heat is released. This heat boils water to produce high-pressure steam to spin a turbine generator. The resulting electricity is out to do all the work that the people wish it to do. Well, a nuclear plant works in exactly the same way. Heat is released within this thing we call a reactor instead of a firebox. The heat comes from the splitting of uranium atoms instead of the burning of coal. But the rest of the power plant is pretty much the same in each case. So why do we use coal or oil or natural gas in one power plant and uranium in another? Many complicated answers to this question. I'll mention only one very simple answer. That answer is cost. Coal, oil, and natural gas is what have produced our beneficial and happy society. Unless we change the time scale of our planning, the future energy mix will be determined more by availability of fuel, transportation costs, and societal issues such as siting and financing, and not by how much a particular source costs society in the long run. Are we going to do a short run or are we going to do a long run? I've had a wonderful run, but it's coming to an end, boys. If we don't think about the real costs, then fossil fuels will dominate the energy mix at least for the next 200 years. And take your consequences as you choose them. That's what will happen. Thank you very much.